Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Gray Sail Brewing. This is Captain's Daughter. This is an 8.5% double IPA, New England style double IPA, brewed with Citra and Mosaic. I've had this beer on the channel before. This is very fresh, 2 weeks fresh, so I thought I'd re-review it. Beer comes in a medium to leaning towards deep gold color, medium plus to full on haze, a little bit of orange hue in there. Beautiful beer. Let's get the aroma on this one. Yeah, that's Mosaic for days. I'm not getting too much of the tropical qualities, but maybe a little bit of mango dancing in there. Instead, it leans towards what I'm familiar with Mosaic, and even people that don't drink that much beer that have had Mosaic, they can very distinctly pick it out. And for me, I've picked out honeydew, watermelon, but the green rind part of it, a little bit of chive, some dank quality. There's some cat pee in here. Oh, even like a little bit of like sweet, a warhead kind of thing. It's like sour fruitiness. Cheers. So on the palate, it expresses a little bit more fruitiness. There's a little bit of tangerine and mango underlying this beer. But in general, it has a nice biscuity, chewy quality to it, a little bit of candy sweetness on the back end. This does smack of some bitterness. It moves on to like thyme and this kind of like wonderful herbaceous quality is lingering on the back end, and it does end up having a decent amount of bitterness. Wow, for New England style IPA, there's a good amount of bitterness. General impression is that this beer actually does sort of remind me of Focal Banger. Not many beers do, because The Alchemist with Heady Topper and Focal Banger, despite being one of the progenitors of the style, not too many beers actually taste like The Alchemist's beers, and this is a Mosaic heavy double IPA, so not too far off from Focal Banger, a Mosaic heavy New England style IPA. But just the malt bill sort of works for me. The Mosaic qualities are similar. Yeah, up front, I think a lot of people mention that there's this weird blueberry flavor that they get in Mosaic. I'm not quite sure that I get it, but instead I maybe get a melange of berries, maybe like a breakfast cereal, Trix berries, something like that. Candy berries or something like that. But tropical fruits underlying there, and then you just get this intensity of like dankness, and it has this kind of stinky cat pee thing floating around in there. So Mosaic's not for everybody. If you want to get a little bit more familiar with the hop, this is a great example of that. Goes back immediately, reminds me of that lingering aftertaste is so obviously Mosaic. It reminds me immediately back to the Lawson's Super Session number 8 that I just did. It's just that weird, it's a little bit like chlorophyll on your palate. It's just a green, leafy character. Grass, endive, chives, something bitter that is vegetal and green and leafy. So yeah, absolutely fantastic beer. Mosaic's not for everybody, but definitely check this one out. This one still stands up very good for me. I'm glad to find it on the shelf. 2 weeks fresh is absolutely awesome. I think a lot of people forget about this beer, but it's fantastic. As for rating, that's delicious. I do like this beer. Let's go to 92 on this one. 92. This is Gray Sail's Captain's Daughter. Until next time, cheers. Later.